Welcome to Reaction Halloween Special! Right!
Hello guys, I'm Chris Kaler.
And I am a Befrosted Kyuujin cosplay.
And today, we're doing something very different. Special. Very different. Guess what?
What?
It's Christmas! No. It's Halloween! Well, in a couple of weeks it's Halloween. But it's October, and October screams horror movies. We are huge horror movie fans. With our family, we used to watch them all the time, even though we shouldn't.
Yeah.
But there are still a couple of horror movies out there, some classics that we have never seen, and it's a huge disappointment. So we decided that this month only, we're gonna do...
Sorry.
We're doing a horror movie marathon. We're gonna watch about 6 horror movies till the last week of October, and on the last week we're gonna watch the entire franchise of Friday the 13th. So stay with us if you like horror movies, guys, and please don't judge us, because a couple of these movies that we chose for this month are classics. So if we call ourselves horror movie fans, we should have watched them. Some of them I studied at school, but I've never seen. Like this first movie.
What is it about again?
I don't know, tell me.
I think it's about a girl in the shower, I guess.
You think?
Don't know.
Huh. We're watching Psycho.
I'm kidding.
We're watching Psycho from Albert Hitchcock. And we know a lot about this movie. I know that the main girl gets killed in the first few 5 to 10 minutes of the movie.
Was it 30 minutes?
I don't know, but she gets killed at the beginning. I kind of know the plot twist at the end, but I've never watched the film, so we're gonna correct that and finally watch this classic. You've never seen it. Do you know a lot about Psycho?
I know a lot about Psycho and watched the making of Psycho.
Yeah, we saw the movie about how Albert Hitchcock. It's called Hitchcock, right?
Yes.
We saw Hitchcock. So we know about the making of the movie.
But we
like I
ain't never
said,
seen Psycho.
yeah, like
That's
I said, I studied the movie in school, so there's a few things I know. But it's gonna be interesting to see what we can point out, what we're gonna think of the whole thing, because even though we know the end, it might surprise us. And it's an old movie, well, an older movie, so it's different from what we're used to watch.
A lot of difference.
So, hats
Sorry.
off. Let's get ready. And let's watch this movie. Finally.
What?
The music is one of the things I do know about this movie.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, the original Psycho, not the one by, what's his name? What's his name? Vince Vaughn.
Couple of years, my debts will be paid off. If she ever remarries, the alimony stops.
I haven't even been married once yet.
Yeah, but when you do, you'll swing.
Oh, Sam, let's get married.
I tell you what, when I send my ex-wife her alimony, you can lick the stamps.
I'll lick the stamps.
I'll lick the stamps. She's not talking about stamps. Dirty girl.
All right, you want to cut this off?
That's, the girl from Halloween's mom, right?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Is Mr. Lowry back from lunch?
Put it in the safe deposit box in the bank, and we'll get him to give us a check on Monday instead.
He really did love seeing her in her bra, right?
Yeah, that was a huge scandal by then.
But she kept the money. She still has it.
Oh, that little B word.
Oh, that's to pay the guy's debt! He needs to pay his debt if he wants to be with her and stuff. So she's gonna use the money to pay his debt. You're not homesick?
And I'm free to go.
Is anything wrong?
Of course not.
He's so
May I think there's
suspicious.
something wrong?
Frankly, yes. May I see your license? Please.
And you're not helping your case, ma'am. I mean,
Acting all suspicious.
like, holy shit, police officer! I'm just in a hurry. Can I see your license? Why? Why? I like how the music just starts back up.
Is there anything so terribly wrong about making a decision and wanting to hurry? Do you think I've stolen my car?
Oh, ma'am. All right, let's go inside.
It might be that
It
you
looks
keep.
like it.
It might be that you keep glancing at the police officer.
Yeah, it looks more, yeah.
She's not. She's really not good at pretending. Did you steal your car? No. Why are you in a hurry? Bates Motel. There's a show with Bates Motel, you know?
Yeah.
You know the actor. John and Bates.
hear you in all this rain. Go ahead in, please.
I think that was his first acting job.
Dirty night. All right, yeah, you get yourself settled and take off your wet shoes, and I'll be back as soon as it's ready. With my trusty umbrella.
You can see that he wasn't very used to acting, but for his character it does work a lot. That he's a bit shy, he's nervous, and he's stumbling a little over his lines. But it works. Probably worked a lot more than it did for Vince Vaughn. That dude probably looked like a psycho from the very first scene.
Do not be appeasing her ugly appetite with my food, or my son. Or do I have to tell her because you don't have the guts? Huh, boy? You have the guts.
How can she hear all this?
Shut up! You eat like a bird.
You know, of course.
No, not really.
She had one bite.
Anyway, birds really eat a tremendous lot. But
Are you calling
I
me
don't
fat?
really know anything about birds. My hobby is stuffing things. You know, taxidermy.
And it's a foreshadowing.
Oh, I imagine so. Do you go out with friends?
My
Well,
mother.
A boy's best friend is his mother.
Ugh.
Wouldn't it be better if you put her someplace?
He's not gonna like that.
You mean an institution? A madhouse? People always mean well. They cluck their thick tongues and shake their heads and suggest oh so very delicately.
Intense. Okay, bye. That's the moment you should go back in your car and start the music. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Mother, you lied. Woman so pretty. Not ugly.
You really need to write this down.
She's a woman of 1960.
No, that's movie magic. She's writing it down so we know what she's thinking about.
Yeah.
Even if it's as stupid as 2 + 2, 4.
Huge scandal in 1960. The shower scene with the nudity.
And that's the most excited woman I've ever seen taking a shower. Oh my god!
Oh, wash away my sins. Oh.
the knife slide on her. And I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that Looney Tunes scene. With Bugs Bunny.
And people are screaming for their life and
that's chocolate.
pretty convincing.
But to be honest, for someone who was stabbed this much, there should be a lot more blood.
90-60.
Yeah, I know. And knowing that the cameras they used back then were huge, that's a great shot. With the water to be mistaken for a tear. And at that moment, people walked out of the theater.
Mother! Oh God! Mother! Blood! Blood!
Oh no! Blood!
What did you do?
Hide your kids! Hide your wife! But to be fair with them though, because we both know the end of the movie, but I wonder if he's truly aware of, if he knows what he's doing, like if he knows that he's dressing up and doing the things he does, or if there is really two separate personalities and this guy just doesn't know that he just killed a woman. What do you think? Because I mean, he's not.
Need to watch.
I don't think he's acting up. Okay? There's nobody around.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to know that.
Yeah, I know,
it's
but
the mother.
yeah, I know, but let's say that we know, because we do. He's not acting up for anyone in this scene, which means that he's probably not aware that he just did that. He really does think that his mother did that.
Maybe. That's one thing I like with all those horror movies. And nowadays, the bathroom will be covered in blood everywhere. That would be so much gore for one
Yeah, well,
scene.
we need people to be entertained, and they've seen everything nowadays. That was a lot back then, but for us now, that's nothing.
Yeah, but sometimes more is less.
Yeah, I agree. Especially in
better
horror
this way.
movies. Especially in horror movies. Less is more.
Help, please. Let me out.
Oh no, what did I do? I'm okay, we killed it! No, I'm fine. That's a scary movie, right? Like, he left his fingerprints all over the car. And I think he put the...
Yeah, but that's a swamp. They're not gonna find the car.
They always find the car.
Inside the swamp?
Yeah, okay, they might not. Yeah, it's sticking out.
Give it on our twins, it's gonna completely disappear by then, okay? Look. Huh? It's the swamp. Everything disappears inside the swamp. Everything.
Now, what thing could we be in together?
Sorry about the tears.
That was weird.
Well, is Marion in trouble?
It's almost like the cameraman forgot to back
Let's
up.
all talk about marriage, shall we?
If he's as suspicious as Marion was, it's gonna be easy.
No, hey!
We're looking for I didn't do anything!
Did you stop here?
Well, no one stopped you for a couple of weeks.
You didn't look at the
Do you
picture.
mind looking at the picture before committing yourself?
Commit myself. You sure talk like a policeman.
Coming together, something's missing.
He's so obvious.
Well, I don't know what you could expect me to know. People just come and go, you know.
That's right. She isn't still here, is she?
No.
But people who are normally shy
No, but
could stutter.
the only
be
thing
at-
that would be still...
like that.
Yeah, but come on. The only thing that would be a little more obvious would be if the knife was on the fucking desk. Don't smile, dude. He knows it's you. You helped her, or you did something to her. He knows. You didn't fool him. He will never know. What the fuck? Norman? Is it you, Norman?
Yes, Mom. Wow.
That's beautiful! Oh no, I'm stumbling all the way down, but I don't want to drop because, hey, I'm not a stunt double.
Saturday night is a lonely sound.
Sorry.
Stay here.
Why can't I go with you?
I don't know. One of us has to be here in case he's on the way.
Let's rephrase that. Stay here. Why? Because we're in a horror movie and we need to separate. It's easier for him to kill us if there's only one of us. At a time.
His mother, right?
Yes.
She's dead.
Norman Bates's mother has been dead and buried in Green Lawn Cemetery for the past 10 years.
We don't like the look of that sky. Looks like a bad day coming, doesn't it?
It's bright sky. Sunny.
It does look like it's sunny.
Don't like
I'll
the
take you to cabin
sun.
10. Better sign in first, hadn't we? If he sees us, we're just taking the air.
What are you doing in cabin 1? Oh, we just wanted to breathe in fresh air. In cabin
Ah,
1?
Cabin 1. We thought it was cabin 10. We just mixed the number.
What are you doing in my house looking through my things? We got lost. We wanted to breathe fresh air.
It's your house. We thought it was cabin 10. Seriously, didn't like the weather.
That's what I said.
Sunny
It's
outside.
sunny. There's a double rainbow and stuff.
Wow.
She saw herself in the mirror.
Yes. I can't laugh. I saw a portrait and I screamed.
Yeah, I know. That escalated quickly.
I hate a sandwich. Oh my god.
No, but frame 1, looking through window. Frame 2, aye!
Mrs. Bates.
I love this. Because, yeah, like I said, we knew the end of the movie, but let's be shocked for the fun of it. He's certainly very good at imitating a woman's voice.
It's sad when a mother has to speak the words that condemn her own son. They're probably watching me. Well, let them see what kind of a person I am. I'm not even gonna swat that fly. I hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know and they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
I like that.
It's got love.
That scene, that what he did at the end is the reason why he got hired for this movie. But I love the fact that at the end there's a crossfade and you see like the skeleton
The mother.
of the mother over his face. That's it for Psycho!
That's it. Wait, I need my bat cap.
We're not gonna do like a full analysis of the movie, but I do.
No, just appreciative analysis.
I do understand seeing this.
Wait.
I do understand. I don't even know why we're wearing this. No one wears this in a movie. It's to fake the wig, I guess. And actually, that's the story. It's because we have here in Montreal a museum, a wax museum.
Madame Tussauds.
Grévin. Musée Grévin.
Musée Grévin.
And
sorry.
they have a spot only for Hollywood, and in one of the rooms it's like a recreation of the shower scene, and you have Hitchcock in wax sitting with the script. No, but he's sitting with the script, and there's the shower, and you can go in the shower and take photos, and there's props if you want to put props on, and this is one of the props, and there's a bathrobe, and that's why we have this anyway. But yeah, watching Psycho for the first time, I do see why Hitchcock is still considered one of the best, greatest movie director ever, especially in this genre of movies. Like I said at the beginning, I don't usually like older movies because I always think that the acting is kind of fake, and because of they have less. They don't have less money, but they're doing this for the first time, so they don't have like the knowledge that we have today, or they don't have the means that we have today. So most of the things that they do or they used to do kind of is weird. Like in Birds from Hitchcock, like there's a scene where all the birds are just like flying in the room, and some of them are hitting the main character or something, and I can see in my mind's eye the crew literally throwing the birds. It's so bad. But in a movie like this one, where it's less important, I guess, you don't have to fake stuff as much. All relies on the acting, camera work, and the music. And in this case, I think it's kind of great. It's perfectly done. Yeah, there are a few cases, like, she sees the corpse and the corpse looks fake, but she sees the corpse and she's like shooting. Why is she doing that? I mean, it's so fake. But, and yeah, the green screen looks kind of weird, but...
well, that's for the era 1960.
Yeah, I'm not going to judge the technique.
For technicalities, I think the music for the shower scene was great, but there's only one kind of music for all the movie.
No, not specifically. If you noticed only one type of music, it's because you weren't paying attention. Because there's the music when she gets killed. It's not the same as when she's driving. It's not the same, and it's not the same kind. It's high pitched. The one when she gets killed, it's so. It's shocking. Whereas when she's driving, it's nervous. Okay, it gets you nervous.
No, okay, that's not what I meant. I meant during all the movie, the music that they used was highly stressful.
Yeah, but that's
when
the
she
point.
was driving from the police officer, when she was killed.
You do realize the movie's called Psycho.
I know.
What kind of music did you want in the movie? A ballad? A piano tune?
No.
It's okay for the music to be stressful. It's what the movie's made to do, to make you stress. It's okay.
Okay.
But, there are things, like, for example, it's an actress that's doing the mother's voice. And that's okay, because, if it was Norman, it would have been easy for us to pinpoint the fact that, well, what?
It's not the mother.
It's not the mother, but, because, we're not as dumb as people are in movies, like, where they just put a mask on and suddenly we don't know who that person is.
Okay, one question, though. If, by any chance, we didn't know about the ending that Norman was his mother, would you believe that the mother was still alive until the end of the movie?
The scene where he takes her downstairs would have ticked me off probably a little. Because,
Why?
and knowing me, I would have
Because she
got...
wasn't moving? Or?
She wasn't moving at all, and it was kind of obvious that she was limp. And she seemed a little small, too, knowing that when she killed...
She was huge, yeah.
She was huge when she killed Marion. And she was taller than the inspector.
Okay.
So that would have ticked me off. But, also, I would have gotten suspicious about the fact that we never saw her face ever, and they took great care, like I mentioned before, they took great care of placing the camera in spots, unusual spots, where we couldn't see her face, or we couldn't see her at all. So with both the mother and the son together. Always when we see them both together. Either we're not in the room at all. And I remember in the cinema class when I was studying this movie, we mentioned that every single time that both of them are together, either we're not in the room with them or we are above. So we're in a weird place, we're seeing the scene from a very weird camera angle, and that usually means that something's going on.
Something, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And, or I don't know, like the fact that, it's always weird the way we hear the mother. Like I said, when he was taking her from, the room, I think it's actually because of the technique, because it's obviously not the actor who's speaking for her.
Mm-hmm.
So, because of that, they had to record another woman's voice for the mother, and we could pinpoint that it was recorded. It wasn't coming from that woman at all. So that was a clue. What else? There was a lot of suspicion around the mother, and I think I would have gotten suspicious. It would have I what? I don't know if I would have gotten it by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Stay close because you're coming up. I don't know if I would have guessed it, but I would have certainly not been surprised.
Okay.
Especially since he was a creep. Like, well, actually, I remember hearing that one of the things that made Hitchcock hire this dude was because he was very good at portraying both sides of the coin. He was good at being, nervous and nice and easy looking dude.
Yeah, I remember.
And
when I first saw, what was the actor's name again? I don't remember.
The actor, I don't know.
Okay, Norman Bates actor in his first shot with Janet Leigh. My first impression of his acting was, wow, what a warm personality. Yeah, he seemed nice and kind of.
He did turn into a creep in the back room of the office, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like creepy. Like I would have run out of there.
But that wasn't the first impression that we got from him when we first saw his goofy smile and his funny attitude, and he seemed.
But
a bit shy, but kind.
I didn't say it, but the men at the end said it. Norman Bates wasn't right in the head. He did kill his mother and her husband, her lover. Yeah. And so he had his mother's personality, this whole other side of his personality that killed the girls he had a crush on, but his Norman personality wasn't alright. Like the one that was doing the killing was the mother.
Yeah.
But Norman wasn't alright either. He was a creep, he was a perv, and he was a bit intense too. You could see it. But so he was good at hiding this side of him. But once you mention his mother,
I think that they mentioned that his mother was controlling, overprotective.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't.
No, but
yeah, she probably
didn't have a
good childhood.
Good childhood.
But I mean, I just meant by that the Norman side of his personality wasn't perfect. He was he had his
problems.
He had his problems, and he was good at hiding them. So yeah, the mother was a psycho, but Norman was pretty disturbed too.
Ooh.
But yeah, the actor was actually great. He was, like I said, I don't know if it was because of his acting or if it was part of his character, but when he meets Marion for the first time, he seems a bit, he's not into it, but he's stumbling and over his lines, and he seems to be a bit awkward, but it fits for the character. It fits perfectly. And later on in the movie, he's very good at talking with a detective, or very good at, when he gets serious and intense, he gets very good. Actually, it reminds me a bit of, well, it's, okay, I always make references to Mr. Robot, but he reminds me of Rami Malek as an actor. Like, he's very good at doing intense scenes, but when he has to do, like, normal day-to-day stuff in movies, he always seems a bit awkward. That's because he's good at doing the intense stuff.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know if it was because he was acting like this, or if it was because the actor was nervous. Could have been that, because I saw in Hitchcock that Hitchcock was a pretty intense director. Like, you remember, I don't know if it was true, but remember in the movie Hitchcock, he got into the, the bathroom and pretended to stab the actress because she wasn't intense enough. Yeah. I don't know if it happened.
It's true, but
well, actually, I think it did happen, and the parts, the shots of her being scared were the ones where Hitchcock was attacking her.
I think.
So yeah, he was intense. He was intense. But yeah, I'm pretty happy we saw this. Do you have anything else to say? Any commentary?
No, not more any commentaries about that. No.
So that was our first horror movie of the month,
and I'm glad that I finally did watch Psycho.
Yeah, I was feeling a bit mad at myself that I never got to watch it, because when I was in college, well, Cégep here, sorry, it's not actually college, but when I was at Cégep, we had a movie poster of Psycho on our walls, and we had so many posters of many classics, and I had seen none of them.
Okay,
but Psycho.
We're saying with huge horror movie fans, but maybe more
huge
2000
recent horror movies. And they're so bad nowadays. Like in this movie there is not much horror, but there's a lot of suspense.
Horror movies not much about the gore, but about the suspense in it.
Yeah, that's what we always say.
That was a good horror movie.
The suspense is more important than the actual horror. Like, for example, there's one of the best horror scenes I've seen in the past years was the nun scene from The Conjuring 2. And by that, I mean the moment where she walks in the room and there's just music and nothing's happening. The actress, the main actress, is just looking at the painting. And then she turns around and she's looking at the painting of the nun and the painting of the house. It's just that. She's looking at paintings and there's music. Nothing happens. And then lights goes off and the eyes. Nothing else happens. But there's so much tension in that scene. And the music is not like freaking scary. It's just suspense and it's tension. That's horror. That's amazing, because the mind takes you places. The mind is great at making you imagine the worst. So you don't have to show the worst on TV for you to be scared. You just have to let people think that they know what's going to happen. They're going to be scared on their own. I'm not saying Psycho did that, but since it's one of the first... Well, it's not one of the first horror movies, but it's one of the first very good horror movies, and one that we remember today. I guess that it's because he took risks. He took risks, and he's good at storytelling. I wasn't, bored at any time in this movie.
No, not at all.
Okay, we're gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking now. So, anything else? No?
No, anything else. I'm fine.
Yeah. Thanks for watching Psycho with us, guys. We're gonna keep watching horror movies for the entire month, so if you enjoy watching us analyze stuff, because I don't think we're gonna get scared. It's been so long since I got scared in a horror movie. I don't think we're gonna get scared. She might. But we're gonna analyze this and see if older older horror movies or classics were actually better than our new horror movies.
Yes. So see you soon, guys, and stay with us and keep watching horror movie for the whole month.
Yep. Bye.